One big, beautiful buck out there this morning, and a doe. I thought I saw a youngin out there as well. Might call that a family. Look at that big boy. It's a big boy. It's only an 8-point. It's not fat boy. Might be a 9. I don't know. We've got a few extra bucks running around that we've not given a name to. They're wild bucks. They come around the feeder. And that's one of them right there. That's just that big, beautiful 8-point. Gorgeous, gorgeous 8-point. The deer is not really an old deer. Probably 3 years old. You can see his neck is not giant. His body has no sway to it. What do you hear out there, girl? I thought there was a fawn out there as well. Might have run off. But what a great way to start another day by seeing a big giant buck. There'll be more as the day goes by. Not going to be here too long today. Have to head out on the road and work. But we're here to start the day with a beautiful deer. And that's a beautiful way to start a day. Should happen every day of my life. Doesn't, but it happens here at the Eagle most every day. Well, we have a yard full of deer, a yard full of bucks for sure. Pretty little wild child coming up here to see me. Look, right over there is Mr. Forrest. They were all at the feeder a minute ago. There's Lucky 13. No, not Lucky 13. That's that other deer. That might have been the deer we were calling No Name. I think it is. So I think that the deer that was killed is not him, I don't guess. But 2006 was what was killed. That deer's got a white tag, though. I think that's that new one that's come in. Yeah, he's the same age as Forrest as well. Well, we had some good deer that year. And then that's a little whitey out there. And another big buck. That was probably Lucky 13. Hi, baby. Hi there, baby. What you doing? Hi, whitey. What y'all doing? Come on in here, buddy. Come on in here, baby. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? You're not going to get mad and jump on me, are you? You wouldn't do that, would you? No, you wouldn't do that. I don't think. He said, you don't have anything to eat. Well, this is we haven't had many bucks around at all the last few days. Hi, baby. How you doing? How you doing? And that, Mr. Big, beautiful Forrest. Man, oh man, did he turn into something special. And remember, he couldn't even walk. Remember, he couldn't even walk. I'm just not going to get between him and Wild Child because he acts like he's messing around with her a little bit. I don't want you to think, I love her too, buddy. That band's probably getting pretty tight on his neck. I might ought to cut it off. But it's really probably not that bad. I don't know if I want to get around him. Look at TC out there also. TC is just gorgeous. He is so huge. Probably weighs, I don't know, might not weigh 300. He weighs close to it. You know, these other deer are pretty good sized deer. That's probably Lucky 13 right there. Looks like it's got a blue tag. You just barely can tell. Here, Wild Child and Whitey over there eating. Forrest says, I didn't come up here to get in any trouble, boss. I come up here for you to feed me something. Yeah, I wanted you to feed me something. They're eating that fresh rye. We planted a 50-pound bag of rye. I think it was like 50-some odd dollars. I bought it just to overseed the yard. And that's what we've done, and that's what's growing, and that's what they're eating a lot of is that fresh rye that's just come up. It's that green, light green stuff. Little Whitey, he's going around picking up acorns. But pretty nice here. The wind's been blowing like crazy. And it's finally calmed down here this evening. Be able to burn a little trash maybe. Wild child, you turned into a pretty girl. Yes, you have. Look at Whitey. Golly, what a buck. Look how big his neck has got. It's probably going to get bigger. Hi, little man. And little Whitey, he says, I'm going to be big someday, boss. Yes, you will. You will be bigger than Forrest, as a matter of fact. We can keep you alive. Yes, you will. Hi, wild child. Hi, baby. If y'all will stay around here, I'll fix y'all a bowl here in a little while. Yeah, if y'all stay around here, I'll fix you a bowl. Yes, I will. I'll fix you a bowl. He's interested in eating and not visiting. But the wind has been blowing, and that, of course, deer don't like to move around the wind because they can't hear well enough, and there's a lot of strange noises going on. Look at lucky number 13. Is he special or what? Oh, there's another doe over there. That's what I'm talking about. Nose to the ground. Yeah, here we go. Yep, she says, I'm not interested, big boy. There we go. The chase is on. Until she's ready, nothing will happen except lots of running, lots of losing weight. She must not have been too pretty. Forrest didn't pay much attention to her. That's nice, sweet. It sure looks like Mr. TC has become a homeboy again. And looking back behind him, I can't really tell. Is that a buck that's lost? No, that's that little bitty spike. He's wild too. Something scared him. And there's a doe as well. Well, it might be that Benelli might have gone out through the dog door. Obviously, when one deer gets spooky and scared, all deer get spooky and scared. TC, who lost an antler really early last year and then didn't lose the other one for over a month, has kept them both this year. I don't see Mr. Forrest around out there anywhere. It's a little bit before the feeder goes off, or maybe it's already gone off. I guess it maybe just went off because I did have elk out there this morning, so I know they didn't leave anything. 2 big cows. Yeah, that's a little, well, I guess that's the doe there. I guess the little single spikes. Most of the deer that's hanging around do not have tags. They were not born in the pens. They're simply wild deers that have adapted to the great accommodations here, we'll say. They like the restaurants in this area. The rye in the front, deer coming back up. I guess that's it. Little spike. Be hard to find that little antler. Oh, that's going to keep him away. Oh, looky there, yeah. Stay away from here, little guy. Oh, TC says, wait a minute. That's the deal. DC's guarding the ground, isn't he? Guarding the ground. You see that double rear up on that little buck? He's way off out here to the right. He'll let the baby eat there, though, isn't that something? That's the little buck right there. Way off out there. That's the baby. That's the mama. He's not letting the mama in. Here's more deer wanting to come in here. Saw some deer down watering at the lake. The lake has come up a little bit. That 1-inch rain we had, the ground is saturated well from January. More deer coming up here. But Mr. TC, the old man, controlling the dinner table right now. Controlling the dinner table as we try to get a few more deer gathered around the Texas Hunter feeder, picking up the South Fresh. But TC, you can't control it all, big boy. They throw it in such a wide area. Here comes somebody coming in there. That looks like Mr. Forrest. I believe that's Mr. Forrest coming in there. Every morning is a different movie. You just never know what's going to happen here. But that's big old deer. It's not Mr. Forrest, I don't think. Look at that doe. Look at that doe. Get out of here. Get out of here. TC says, I'll help you. That big buck, no, that's not Forrest. That's a big one, though. That's that big old giant 9, 10 point. God, look at the size of him. He's not near as wide as Forrest, but he's a lot taller. Those big bucks, big bodies, pounds and weight is a big deal. A little bit like sumo wrestlers. The bigger they are, the better as far as getting around the food. He is a big, pretty boy. Yes, he is. Look at that. Big boy, you're a dandy. TC, you're still the king, I guess. I guess you are. I guess you are. That guy says, I think I'll come up there and get me something to eat. I just want to scope it all out, make sure it's safe. Food is good. It's not worth getting hurt over. Looky there, that's pretty right there. 2 big giant bucks feeding side by side. How sweet it is. I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh my gosh, look at that big boy. 2 beauties right there.